I'm driving, I'm at a stoplight just now. I just thought, before you watch this video, I was wearing my glasses and you can't see my eyes at all in the video, so apologies for that. You can literally just see the reflection and it's been annoying me, so I thought I'd apologise. Kind of wish I hadn't worn them now, but yeah, that's just a little quick disclaimer before you watch the video in case you're like, I can't see your eyes and it's really distracting. Sorry! Hi, I am back for another video. I'm overheating, it is so roasting, I'm sweating underneath these glasses. Oh my god, it's hot. I'm basically in my car. I just finished uni and I'm gonna drive home, although I am back in 3 hours time. It's 3:30 just now and I am going to be back there at 6:30, which is a little bit depressing, but then I'm off. It's Tuesday, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so it's not too harsh a week. I'm just gonna try and say this as quickly as I can so that I can start the engine, get the aircon on, open the windows. I am roasting. I'm going to put the window down. In fact, no, I'm not, because there's a wasp out there and I can't deal with the thought of that coming in. I just wanted to make a video. I genuinely don't have a topic for this. I just wanna chat, really. I just wanna make another video. It's so hot. What I was about to say before I got in my car was, oh, it's such like a nice vibe. Like, it feels very like winter is coming. Like, it's definitely into autumn just now because, sorry, I'm having to put my window down and I'm like sweating. It's really nice. The leaves are falling. It's like crisp. You get like a nice fresh breath. There's a wasp. Please just get off my car. There's two wasps. My window's gone back up. This morning I did a time lapse of me doing my makeup, so I'm gonna put that in, insert that now so you can see how I did it. The aircon, whew, that feels good. There's a car coming, so I can't go. Will that stay? I bet as soon as I start moving. Oh, it's working. Wow, this is incredible. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. I don't really know what videos to do because I can't really do like hauls or anything because I'm skint. And I can't just like buy stuff and be like, oh guys, look at what I've bought, because I can't really buy things at the moment because I have no money. Like, because it's like, especially at the moment when I've bought my one-way flight to Australia, I can't be just spending it. Like, I can't just be buying stuff for the sake of a video. I did think about when I get paid on Friday, like, oh, I could buy this and do like a haul video, but then I'm like, no, I couldn't. At the moment, the only thing that seems to be happening is like time lapses. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying this, like chatting while I'm on my own, because it makes the drive go quicker, so to say. I don't know what time it is just now, 3:30, and the bus lanes start at 4, so I've got half an hour's drive on the bus lanes if I want to. Well, something that I wanted to bring up, which I think I'm going to be doing a video on with my friend Eve, because she agreed. So Eve, if you're watching this, you have agreed to do this video with me. You will. But something that I wasn't going to start like just outright talking about, because I know that it's like a sensitive topic for a lot of people, is anxiety, because I know that so many people have it. It's such like a normalized, generalized thing these days. Everyone chats about it because it's so normal. And today in class I was like thinking about the topic that we were talking about like the brain, and my brain was like, oh my god, I really don't like learning about myself. And then I started to like hyperventilate and just feel a bit anxious. I'm gonna let this person go. Basically we were talking about that and I was like, oh my god, my brain was like, no, please don't. So I started to feel a bit anxious and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go to the toilet and compose myself. And then I was like, why do our brains freak out about such stupid stuff? We were literally learning stuff and my brain was like, oh god. Hi, I'm back. I've pulled over at the moment. I'm just gonna stop driving because I want to chat in the car, because I love watching people's chatty videos, but then if it's gonna keep falling, then it's not gonna be safe. And also I think people are in my house, so I won't be able to like freely chat about everything, so I thought I'd just go for it. But yeah, what I was saying was basically Have you ever had your brain, like, just, like, you're trying to learn about something and your brain is like, nah, please can you not? Or like, because obviously I know that anxiety is like, you can just have it at any point, and it's like, some of the weirdest things can trigger it. Like for me, once I remember, oh my god, there's so many things, and I had done an example in my head and then my brain's like, oh my god, there's so many things. One of the things that I remember the most was in maths in S3, which was actually when I had my first experience with anxiety and my first ever panic attack. You've never experienced anything like that before. You generally are like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I honestly thought I was gonna die, like, no joke. I was like, this is it, this is where I have to say my goodbyes, because it's like, it's such a scary thing. You suddenly can't breathe, and then by trying to control it by breathing, it like corrupts and everything is like exploding, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. So then that makes you panic. It kickstarts the panic even more aggressively, so you're like freaking out to the max, and it's just horrible. Like, it is one of the worst things. Also, I love that this is a 20 road and everyone that is driving past me, my car is like shaking because they're going so fast. Not 20, can I just say? But yeah, I just thought I'd chat about that because I thought that was quite interesting today. I think that makes me feel really like good about, because I for a long time have had, my anxiety has like taken its toll and stuff, and I've not been able to like think, oh, this is interesting that this triggers it. It's like I usually get really angry by the triggers, and when I start to feel a little bit anxious I freak out even more. But recently I've just taught myself to be like, right, sit, chill, you're fine, like, you are fine. Like, nothing's gonna happen, you're not gonna die, the room isn't gonna explode, you're fine, just chill. So that's something that I've found really good for me recently, is to just sit and think, just realise what is making you anxious and maybe think about it. And then today I was thinking about it in class, I was like, it's so weird that this is making me feel on edge, like learning about my brain. It sounds so strange, but I found it interesting because it's like, why am I feeling, like, why does that make me feel on edge? Which is weird. And then I managed to control it. One of the things that was huge for me, and I know that it's, a couple of my friends have had similar things, so a lot of people probably do have this, but when people used to not like reply to my texts for a long time, or do you know what I mean? Just like if they wouldn't get back in contact with you for like a wee while, I would freak out and I would not be able to like, I wouldn't be able to calm myself. There would be no way. In 2016, so last year, in July I think it was, there was a festival in Scotland called Tea in the Park, and my boyfriend was there, and his phone died from like 6 p.m. until 9 a.m. the next day. And you can imagine the horror. It was awful, and I was too scared to message his friend that he was with and say, is Ali alright, because he's not replying, because I was too anxious about them being like, what on earth? And obviously me and my boyfriend at this point hadn't really, like, our relationship hadn't, I wasn't at the point where I was like telling him that I would be freaking out about that, because I didn't want to come across as like weird. So I didn't tell him about that. He didn't know that I felt like that, so he just left it and didn't text me, which was fine because he was enjoying himself and stuff. And I was up all night. I couldn't sleep. Every time I did, it was like really interrupted, and it didn't last long. And basically it was like the texts weren't even delivering, so my brain was like, oh my god, what if something has happened? Obviously this is like a really normal thing. I have to fan myself because I'm roasting while I sit here, but obviously that's a really normal reaction. A lot of people have that, especially my mum says she has that. Obviously as a mum, you freak out when your kids aren't replying because you worry something's happened. So I was just like, oh my god, freaking out so badly. And it got to the next morning and he replied like, oh sorry, my phone's died. And I was like, why am I like this? Why can I not just chill? Obviously a whole night, that's extreme. Like that, yeah, and a whole night's a long time. I freaked out, and that was when I kind of realised like I need to get on top of that. But then thinking that I need to get on top of it made me feel worse, because it was like, why am I on top of that? Why can't I just react to this like a normal person can? Right, we've moved position because my phone kept falling. Oh, it's hot. So basically I was like, why can't I react to this like a normal person? Why can't I just sit and think everything's fine? Like, why can't I do that? Why can't I think logically? And then this continued for months and months and months, which close friends of mine will know, right? Because I have, especially my friend Eve, she will know so much about this, because she is like a goddess. She like stays up really late, so if I'm ever up late panicking, she's my go-to, because she's up and she's like really good, very understanding, no judgmental. So Eve, I'm praising you. And then I went on for ages, and then it was like it would get worse in intervals where if he didn't reply for 10 minutes I would start freaking out. And then I was like, right, this is ridiculous, like I really need to fix this. So basically I just kind of took it on myself, because I thought I am the only person who can help myself get better and into the right mindset again. So I sat down and I said, right, I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to not freak out, and I'm going to think about normal ways, not normal, like more logical, because this is normal for me to panic. So I wouldn't say normal, I'd say for me like a logical way to think about it. And then today I was very proud of myself, because I was texting my boyfriend while I was in class, and he was on his way home from college on the bus, and I don't know what happened, his phone maybe died or he didn't have reception, but the message didn't deliver for like 25 minutes, and I sat calmly, paid attention to the class, was still taking the information in without freaking out. And I'm so proud of that. And I'm not saying that like then that's me cured, because I know that I will have moments again where it's like that, or I'll have a bad day and I'll panic about it, but I'm so proud of myself for that. Like, because if you, like, my close friends who know me and know what I'm like usually will know how like huge that is for me to just sit, not freak out. So I'm very proud of that. Give myself a wee tap on the back. It is obviously small steps, and it did take a while for me to then just do that. Long story short, you can kind of teach your mind ways, and this was something that I would have never thought I would be able to do myself, and I'm really surprised. And I'm not saying that I'm never again gonna panic. I probably am gonna panic again. It's gonna happen, it's bound to happen, it's who I am. And I'm actually like, I'm learning to like quite like the kind of person I am. I feel like it makes me quite caring, and a lot of people might think it makes me mental, like what's the term, psycho, the most annoying thing in the world to be called. Like, who does that? Like, when someone is genuinely worried about something, it's like, oh, you're just being so psycho. I find that one of the most like disrespectful things, and it's been said to me quite a few times, like, oh, you're such a psycho. It's like, I'm not. It's nothing to do with him. This is all on me. This is all my problem. I'm not being a psycho. I'm just not. I can't, especially, it's more frustrating when you can't control when it happens. Like, I physically used to not be able to switch that off. I couldn't switch that off, and I would get myself into such a state. So to then be told, oh, just stop being such a psycho. Anyway, that's a whole other topic. I don't want to get into that. I feel like it makes me quite a caring person. I quite like it. There are obviously lots of ways to care, and obviously every person is different. I enjoy the freedom now of being able to panic and then know why I'm panicking and think about it logically. And obviously something that one of my friends said to me, which was really helpful, but at the time I was like, why would you say that to me? They said, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen anyway, so what's the point panicking about it? And that sounds, to someone who is panicking, like, oh, and then it makes it worse. But I feel like I needed that time for it to get worse before it was going to get better, and it gradually did get worse. It kept getting worse until I managed to control it by realising how bad it can get, but then realising I can bring myself back down from how bad it got. So like, it's something that has happened a lot for me this year, and that was my main focus for the year. Like, I know that people have New Year's resolutions where it's like, I'm gonna get really fit and all that, but my main resolution for this year was to work on my mental health, because it's something that is a big thing for me, and I think it should be a big thing for everyone, because it's like, people look after like their health, their physical health, and they go for it at the gym, and then but they don't take time to sit and work on the mental things, which is just as important as physical health to me anyway, because I have like had falters with my mental health, and I know so many people who have, and obviously it's a like worldwide problem. It's something like, to take from this, it's something that can be fixed and can be worked on. And I know that I probably will again falter and panic, but like I know I can then come back to this video and say, but I managed to like get away from it and think about something else, or not get so distracted in class, because it happened a lot in class. Oh, there's a squirrel. Hi. He's got a like a seed in his mouth, sorry. Just making sure before I drive away that he's not just like sitting, yeah, he's across the road. I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was really interesting that I was able to just switch that off and say, oh, that's weird that I'm panicking about that, I wonder why, and then like move on from it. And that has taken me a hell of a long time to get there. So I had my first experience with anxiety in 3rd year at high school, so I was like, what, 13, and now I'm 20, and I'm just starting to feel like I can kind of get a little bit of a grip on how I'm feeling and change it. So that is 7 years of hard work on my brain. Like, that's a long time, and it maybe won't necessarily take that long for everyone, but I'm just thinking about it, and I just wanted to chat about it because I thought it was really interesting that that's a thing. Sorry, that turned into like a topic where it's like I just started talking about it and then it faltered into a completely new thing. So interesting, and I know that a lot of people like hearing about these types of things, so I thought I would indulge into it. So I'm gonna start driving because I need to get home, because I'm going out again in like maybe like an hour and a half, so I need to get home and like sort myself out because I'm going then to stay at my boyfriend's afterwards, so I need to pack my stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it has taught you something. And there's a little girl and her gran walking past me right now, and they're literally right in front of me. They made my sensor go off. Right, thank you very much for watching. I hope maybe you took something from this. So far this is like, on this video alone, 17 minutes and 30 seconds, so I'm gonna need to chop this down. No one wants to watch a video that's that long. Hope you have a lovely week. It's nice weather here in Scotland today. I'm feeling pretty good. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's mellow. It's nice. Right. Bye!